Tips. You want them hard. Come get them tips. Come get this tip.
What's up, everybody? It's the Brohammer here, Brohammer TV. Haven't already subscribed. What you waiting on? Do it now, please. Coming to you today with a special episode of tips. No one asked a question this week. I just felt it was something that wanted to talk about. Motivation. And like the title says, motivation, sometimes you got to slap yourself up. Guys, I don't want you to literally slap yourself up like some crazy person, okay? What I mean by that is when you get down, when you get depressed, when you get sad, things aren't going right. And I know I talk a lot about health and fitness, so, this can be related to health and fitness and any aspect of life. When you get down, when you get sad, when you get depressed, when you get discouraged, when you get frustrated, instead of wallowing in that sorrow and going into a woe is me moment. Oh, woe is me. Woe is me. It didn't go the way I wanted it to. It didn't go my way. Why do bad things always happen to me? Instead of going into a woe is me moment, you need to ask yourself some questions. Talk to yourself. Build yourself up. This is what I ask myself. Man, are you a punk? Man, what's wrong with you? You can do that. Get up. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Handle your business. Are you a man or are you a simp? Which one is it going to be today? Do what you need to do. Take care of that business.
I ain't no punk. My mama ain't raised no punk. I'm a man. I am a man. I'll show you who the man is, self. I can do it. Watch me.
That's something that I do for myself. That's just the way I motivate myself sometimes. When I feel myself going into one of those modes, the woe is me mode and the self-loathing, I nip it in the bud. Just cut it out, stop it, and slap myself up, figuratively speaking. Not literally, okay? I just gotta repeat that. I don't want y'all saying that Michael the Brohammer was telling y'all to slap yourselves up. Don't do that. So, don't knock yourself out and you're in the emergency room and say, well, Brohammer said to do it. Nope. I'm not telling you to hit yourself for real. I'm saying emotionally, mentally, slap yourself up. Sometimes you got to do that. It's just basically saying it's toughen up. Life is hard. I understand that. We all have our crosses to bear. We all have our issues to deal with. And they seem like they may be exaggerated and bigger compared to other people's issues. But everybody's problems are their problems. Don't give your problems more life. Okay, for instance, I know a lot of y'all are familiar with Nightmare on Elm Street, right? Freddy Krueger movies. In the first Freddy Krueger movie, it was very interesting how Nancy did away with Freddy Krueger. You know what she did? She said, I'm not afraid of you. You don't exist. You're not even real. And he ceased to exist. Now, that's a funny little movie. I know Freddy turned into a comedian later on in the series, but that's a very profound sequence that happened in that movie. Very profound. She turned her back on him, Freddy, who is a manifestation of, our fears, our worries, frustrations, anything that's negative. She turned her back on it and she said, you don't exist. And he ceased to exist. Wow. Man, you can find some wisdom in anything, almost anything. It's crazy. So that's something that you have to do. You have to not give your problems up, your frustrations, your worries. Do not give them energy by constantly thinking about them and just focusing on them. Because when you do that, they get bigger and bigger and compile and they start to grow. And the weight can be too heavy sometimes where it's hard to climb out of that rut when you got that heavy weight on your back. Do not put focus on those negative things. Yeah, don't grow those negative issues that you may have. Those things that are holding you back. Don't put that much energy into them because they will continue to grow and they will thrive and it'll get worse for you emotionally and mentally and spiritually. That's why I say you have to treat those things like Freddy Krueger. The only reason they exist is because you believe in them. You're giving them power. You're giving them their energy to exist. So, guys, that's basically it. Sometimes you got to slap yourself up.
I am a man.